Hello and welcome to the Canadian Edge. Time for another knife review, and the knife on the table today is from Spyderco, and I'm sure a lot of you will recognize this right away. This is the Spyderco Tenacious. This knife is familiar to a lot of people. It is a popular knife because it's one of Spyderco's budget knives that's available, so a lot of people end up getting some of these, and they're a fairly decent little knife, and we're going to take a look at it, what it has to offer here. So the blade length on this is 3.39 inches. Overall it's 7.76 inches and closed 4.45 inches. The steel on this is an 8CR 13 MOV. It's got the drop point blade on it, and the weight on this is 4.1 ounces. And it has the leaf shape with a flat grind on it, and typical for Spyderco, they often use that style of blade, style of grind and blade shape. The handle on it is a G10 textured, so it's a nice handle. It's got skeletonized stainless steel liners inside, and I don't think you can see that. If no, my light is not quite right. Anyway, it does have the skeletonized liners in there. The pocket clip, it is a 4-position pocket clip, so you can carry this tip up, tip down. It comes right hand tip down, not sure why, with the popularity being that most people go with the tip up, but easy enough to change out, 3 screws, and it's changed. It is not a deep carry though, but you can get past that. But it is ambidextrous, and it does open with the left hand and the right hand. So you have the thumb hole opening for opening, so you can flick with the thumb, you can do the Spidey flick, and you can do the whatever flick. It gives you a few different options of opening the knife up, and it's up to you to decide how you want to open it. So it does have jimping on the back here, and it's quite nice jimping, and a bit of a thumb ramp up there. It does have a lanyard hole as well, so those of you who like lanyards, you can apply a lanyard. And so when I got this knife, if you saw the unboxing, the pivot was really stiff on this. So I had to put some lubrication on the pivot, and I worked it for almost 3 days. If I was watching TV or sitting doing things that didn't take a lot of my attention, I would just sit and flip this open and close, open and close. And I understand a lot of them do come stiff from the factory. And it took, like I say, about 3 days to get this where I could actually do the Spidey flip on it. And now I kind of like it. I've gotten so used to it. I spend a lot of time sitting with it and just flipping it open and closed. And of course you see the nice little Spidey design, the black blade on it, and you got the Spidey logo on the pocket clip as well. And the pocket clip is quite stiff. It really sticks in the pocket quite well. So the things about this that I like. I do like the aesthetics. Spyderco is one of those knife companies that it seems people either like them or hate them. And a lot of the Spyderco knives are, well, I shouldn't say a lot, are very similar in design. They have a bit of a similarity. You can spot a Spyderco knife as soon as you see it. You know that's a Spyderco knife. And but there's just certain ones that stick out for people and they really like them, and then there's others that they don't really care for the Spyderco look. But I do like the look of the Tenacious. It's a nice look for me, and I like the ergonomics of this knife. The thumb ramp here gives you a really good purchase. You get a really good grip. The textured G10 allows you to hang on to this really well, and even the little finger groove down here, it allows you to get a really decent grip, and so you could hang on to this knife quite easily. It's not going anywhere fast. And I do like also this finger groove allows easy access to the liner lock, because half the time I'm fighting to get to liner locks, and so I appreciate that this one has an easy to reach liner lock. The only real complaint I had about this is, well, two, it's not deep carry, and surprisingly this is kind of bulky in the pocket. If you've seen my review on the Artisan Cutlery Tomahawk, which is a big cleaver style knife, it felt less bulky in my pocket than this knife does. So this knife does feel a little bit bulky in the pocket, and like I say, they do come with stiff pivots when you first get them, but you can excuse me, work around that. So let's take a look at size comparison. We got, of course, the mini grip Tillion by Benchmade. So you can see it's a little bit smaller. And the OKC Rat 2. And you can see, or sorry, the Tenacious is a little bit bigger than both. I think I said smaller. So it's a little bigger knife, which is nice. I like the size of it. The sharpness, a lot of the knives coming with the 8CR 13 MOV, I'm finding them to be plenty sharp when you get them. As you can see, it cuts paper no problem. And let's try the zip tie, see what happens with that. And with the curve of the belly there, you gotta watch this doesn't want to ride up, but fortunately knife is sharp enough and it cuts through there quite easily. Same with that, no real effort involved in slicing that, and almost no effort at all to slice that. So these would make a great everyday carry. You can use and abuse these knives. I would like to see them do a little extra work on the pivot, but it's just a basic plain looking knife that you could easily use for everyday tasks and fit in your pocket. And if you pull it out in a group of people, it's still small enough that it's not crazy intimidating, depending on the people you're around. But if you had to open a box or stuff like that, it's great for that kind of thing. And then there's just the fidget factor of the knife as well. That makes it fun. And like I say, it's got good grip, good ergonomics, good all-around knife to use around for daily chores and even at work. So that is the Spyderco Tenacious. Check them out. You can easily find them here in Canada. Warriors and Wonders, I believe House of Knives carries them. Lots of different places. They're not hard to find. Usually if somebody carries Spyderco, Tenacious is on the menu. So you can easily find them, and seems to be a decent knife. I will continue to use it, and maybe somewhere down the road do a review of how it's held up over time. So thank you for joining me. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment. Until next time, I will say stay safe and stay sharp.